Hi guys, welcome back to the new James Bond show with Krazy Kajeevie. I'm your host with no fears, limits or substitutes. Guys, this is just a very quick video. I wanted to make this because I've just come out of the cinema for my second time, seeing No Time to Die. Nearly said Spectre then. I'm really tired, and I've got my Spectre t-shirt on as well, back from 2015. So I've just seen it for my second time, and I wanted to give just a little quick thought on this video, instant reaction, as I've just come out of the cinema. And I want to compare it to my first mini review and how I felt about it. Well, packed house this time, absolutely packed, not a seat spare. And I think the audience really loved it. And I spoke to a woman afterwards and she was crying. I saw a few other people putting their hands to their eyes. And, yep, Krazy Kajeevie, once again, I shed tears in all the same places as last time. I love Daniel Craig's performance in this. He grounds this film. There's such weight in this film because of him, and also Léa Seydoux as Madeline. I love their relationship. I'm not going to go into massive details or anything right now because I am saving it for my grand, big No Time to Die review. Now, it's probably not going to come tonight. I really wanted to get it out tonight, but I didn't get to see No Time to Die on Friday or Saturday. It's today, Sunday, so 3 days since I last saw the film. 2 viewings down, but I am going to do, if I don't do it late tonight, guys, I'm definitely going to do the big review coming on Monday, so tomorrow. So I'll definitely get it out for you. This is a really complex film. There is so much stuff, and I'm not talking complex as in plot even. To me, some people think the plot's overly complicated, etc. It's not to me. I understand it, I get it, and yeah, I think it's a great plot. I think it's really good. But where it's like an onion, this film, and this is just my second time of peeling back the layers. There are so many layers to No Time to Die, and I'm talking more in the shot composition, the photography, obviously a bit of the dialogue, but it's more about angles and shot composition and how it's put together, that there's so much tying in from one scene kind of towards the start of the film to other scenes later on, and also scenes from other films as well, particularly Spectre. But I enjoyed the film. I probably felt the runtime a bit longer this time, but that's probably because I'm absolutely tired. Though I did have my famous espresso martinis. I'm going to be famous for loving those. And I did have a Long Island iced tea again, because I saw it in a bit of luxury this time again. You just got to see Bond in class, don't you? Classy film, so you got to see it in a classy cinema. And I got a little something here, guys. So the cinema I went to, they are giving out, with your popcorn, No Time to Die cups. It's got a bit of a classic From Russia with Love feel about it, doesn't it? With the black and the red, like the old From Russia with Love posters, or like they did with the video game, the Xbox video game. So there we go. Got those, and the cinema staff was so nice and realised I was a collector that they offered just to give me the cup, this stuff here, and put my popcorn and my drink in separate cups so I wouldn't damage or wreck those. So that was really lovely of them. But once again, guys, I love this film. I really love it. It's too early for me to rate it in terms of all, 25 official James Bond films. But right now, my ranking of it still stands as far as in the Daniel Craig era. It's my favourite Daniel Craig film, still, absolutely. It's very different from, everyone's kind of favourite Daniel Craig film, Casino Royale. It's so different, and it's a final chapter with more of an ageing Bond in it. Now he's obviously, spoilers, obviously now he's got a child, and it's got that very controversial ending. How did the ending, and yeah, guys, spoilers here, so if you don't want to hear anything, switch off now. So how did the ending affect me and touch me this time when James Bond dies? Blubbered like a baby again. It is just so beautiful. The build-up to it, it's poetic, it's gorgeous. The entire film, from the score, the performances, the set design, the production design, the characters, the whole lot. Now, I am going to go into detail more about this later, But what I want to say, what works so well, one little thing that works so well in this film is the casting of that little girl. And the way she's used, she's not used in a Hollywood, schmaltzy, potsy way with the, how kids, they always have the ball haircut or they're so cutesy and they've got braces and they're just so annoying and they're just not really real. Where the casting of her, she's so believable as the daughter of Daniel Craig's Bond and Léa Seydoux' Madeline. And what I love so much, now I'm going to get right into the ending here. So the final scene of the film, I'm not going to say specific things about it because I'm going to leave that for my other review because I've got such little things ready to go for the big review that I want to say for that. Certain things people may not have seen and not have noticed. I think probably a lot will, but some things people maybe haven't got, and that's why I think they can't see past the fact Bond gets wiped out by the missiles, and they probably miss a few things because of the emotion of it all. That's not to say everyone has. But what I loved, so the final scene, in as far as between two characters, we've got Madeline and the little girl, Mathilde. And Mathilde is just so grounded, so real. She's still. She's not this bouncing around annoying little kid. And she's just got this poker face on her, like this poker face when she's in the car. And Madeline's driving along, and it's so realistic, it looks like Léa Seydoux is driving along. It's done beautifully that way. They've probably got a driver on top of the car, as far as a special effects crew member driving. They sit on top of the car and they drive it, so that way the actors can, be in a real car with a real background passing, and it looks so good. And she says to Mathilde, she says, Mathilde, and she just kind of says it with a beautiful authority as a mother. And you hear Mathilde say, yes, just like a kid would, not like she was expecting what the mum was going to say, but like a real kid would answer a parent, like, yeah. And then she says, I want to tell you about a man named Bond. Now, just as she says, I want to tell you about a man, they cut to Mathilde, and you see her face, and she's got poker face on, right? And then Madeline says, Bond, James Bond. And they cut back to Mathilde, and Mathilde goes from poker face to the most beautiful smile, but it's not an instant, fake smile. It's just this built-up, beautiful little smile, and she's got the little cauliflower ears, kind of like you'd so believe that James Bond was her father, because Daniel Craig's got the cauliflower ears a bit. And she just gives this gorgeous, beautiful face. Like, wow, tell me about this man, tell me about my dad. And I want to say so much more, but I won't, because I'm going to save it for the other video. It's about then the wide-angle shot and what happens within that wide-angle shot. And one idea I do have for it. But overall, I just, again, it's class. It's just a classy, stunning film, and I loved it. So I wanted to give you my second mini review of it. Yeah, really loved it. Guys, is it growing on you? How many times have you seen it? Once you saw it, or if you've seen it your second time, did it grow on you? How do you feel about it now? And how have you accepted it? But the ending, oh man, like I'm talking when the missiles come down, it's just so good. It's such class. I kind of just wish Bond held Doodoo, the little bunny. I wish he kind of maybe held Doodoo up to like his heart, just like that, something like that. But it was just so heroic. And anyone that thinks that Bond went out like a chump, he went out like a hero. Anyway, guys, that's my second thoughts. I'm really tired, so I'm going to end this video up now and get home and get some sleep. But keep on bonding and say hi to your mum for me. Thanks, guys.